I'm going to make a date nut torte, and when you see how easy this is a dish that you can bring to somebody's house for your potluck, for dessert. Whip it up in 15 minutes. So I have here 2 cups of raisins, both golden raisins and black raisins. I'm going to put that in the processor. And 2 cups of chopped walnuts. And now, one thing you want to do with this particular recipe is make sure that you're blending until this actually sucks up to the sides and creates a ball, because you're going to create this delicious raisin nut ball, and then we're going to spread it out into torte form. So bear with me for a minute as I take this out. Now you can see it's starting to get a little bit thicker. We're going to put it on for another minute. You can see that it's becoming a little bit clingy to the sides, and you know that your torte is close to being done. You could probably hear it in the blender as it started to clump against the sides, and you can see it that it's formed its own, starting to form its own shape. That's when you know that it's ready. So, and as you can see, it really adhered to the side, so it's ready to be formed. And you can see how the blender comes out bone dry. And now we're just going to shape it into a torte, and then we're going to make a frosting for it. And the frosting is just as delicious as the inners. The frosting is dates pureed. And now, of course, I want to show you how to do this with a spatula, but the best way to make your nice round shape is to use your fingers. Squash it down. So here's our torte. Now what you can do with the torte is you could take it and put it right in the fridge and have it get a little bit hard, a little bit cool. I personally like the taste of it best when it's this way, when it's room temperature right out of there. But for our frosting, it really works a little bit better to have it chilled. So here's our frosting. We have here 1 cup of soaked dates, medjool dates, nice big juicy medjool dates. And now we're going to put the dates into the blender. There's no sense in even washing this out. And then to add a little twist to this, to the dates, which is going to make it yummy so that it's not quite as sticky and sweet, we put in the juice of 1/2 lemon. So that's 1 cup of pitted dates and the juice of 1/2 lemon. And we're on. And I'd like my frosting to be a little bit more pureed than this. So I'm going to add a little tiny bit more lemon juice to get it a little bit more liquefied. Now my frosting looks a little bit more spreadable. It's still thick, but it's a little thinner than it was. And all I'm going to do is remove my blender equipment. I'm going to pour out this frosting right onto the torte. And of course, we're not counting the calories with the torte, because as you know, there's a few calories involved here. But it doesn't matter, because if you're eating raw, you don't count calories, you don't count carbs, and you don't count proteins. You just eat raw and you get healthy. And there's a lot of information out there about raw food eating, about how the natural enzymes of raw food mix with your own enzymes, and how well you digest foods. And there we have it, our date nut torte. It may be all of 4 to 5 minutes, ready to consume, or put in the refrigerator, let it get a little bit harder so that you can actually cut slices. Right now it would be hard to cut slices, and it's a little bit soft at room temperature. So let it get just chilled enough so you can cut a slice. And that's it.